Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is a very important topic, like I usually talk about, kinda, but it's about why is depression increasing so much as the generation goes on? Because we are living in the easiest generation of all time, Everything would get so much easier than back then. I mean, the cavemen, like what was the life rate, like 20 years? 20 years. They weren't depressed. They were out hunting for survival. They didn't have a phone. They couldn't just sleep whenever they wanted to. They didn't have the safety we have. They didn't have friends to talk to. They had nothing. They did not have air conditioning. They did not have a heater. They had none of that. And the depression was not there. There was none, because no one thought like that at that time. But today, generation by generation, depression increases. How can something that makes it so much easier in life make more depression? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. And before I get into it, I want to thank a guy named Hamza. Everyone knows who he is. Hamza, whatever you want to call him. Best self-improvement guy if you want to watch him. Probably the best. I don't know. I've seen a lot, but he is probably the best edited and video-wise. But he's actually what got me started, so shout out to him. He'll never see this. Maybe he will. But shout out to him. And let's get into this, okay? So I wrote down on a piece of paper the reasons, and I'm going to tell them off. Reason depression will constantly increase is reason number one, phone addiction. Now, we all know why a phone addiction will make it worse. Well, most people. Phone addictions just get you so addicted to the phone that you can't talk to anybody anymore. You stop talking to friends. You're on one app like TikTok, Snapchat, just doing the same old thing over and over and over. You're scrolling. Snapchat, you send a freaking wall pic over and over. Maybe a black pic if you're more insecure. People don't require anything from that. Like, I get, like, Snapchat's okay to just talk to people, but when you just go on Snapchat to send a black wall and talk to anybody, how is that good? That starts leading to something worse. Because you already don't talk to anybody because you just send black walls. But you also are on TikTok. You're scrolling through stuff, not realizing you're wasting your time. Because most stuff on TikTok, and I know some stuff is really informative. You can learn a lot from TikTok, you can. But most of the stuff, probably 5% of it, is just random stuff that you aren't going to learn anything from. Now, I get in life, you don't have to always learn something. But it's good to have something that you're not just wasting your time on for hours and hours. I mean, people get so addicted to their phone. They are on social media for like 7 hours a day. I have a sister, okay? I know. 7 hours a day. Addicted. Just constantly swiping anything on their phone. Instagram. Even YouTube. That is why a phone addiction is so bad, because it starts getting you to the point where you do nothing in life anymore. Except doing nothing. Because you are on your phone looking at nothingness. It's literally nothingness. Did you know most people on TikTok, I learned this from Hamza as well, when they're on TikTok, they don't laugh. Most people go, that is not a laugh. They are learning nothing. They don't even realize they're mind controlled by the app. And I hate TikTok with a passion, so that's why I'm talking about TikTok more than anything. But the next one, reason number two, the big one, this is probably the biggest one, porn. I don't talk about it much on this channel, but I really need to start talking about it. I'm getting better at listening to myself on a video that I'm just talking to a camera on, and it's porn. It is terrible. It is probably the worst thing of all time that anyone has made. Porn. The things that I know friends, family members have gone through just from porn alone is terrible. I've seen countless YouTube videos, TikToks even, when I used to have it, Instagram, of how terrible it is. It is ruining lives every single day. You get addicted to that stuff, you start losing your mind. It actually kills brain cells. Porn kills brain cells. It makes you only think about sex on women. Men, even if you're a girl. It destroys you completely. Why do you think there is a thing called NoFap? Why do you think self-improvement people talk about going on semen retention and NoFap? Because of this. It is so bad. I don't want to get too far into this video. I'll probably talk about it in a separate video. But it destroys you. Just know that. Reason number three is people eat too much of things they don't need to. Food, drinks, anything. These foods that they eat I've noticed most foods have bad stuff in it, right? Like oils, there's a lot of bad oils that people don't even know about. There's oils that like no one has ever thought about. Like I've never learned about seed oils until this year alone. 17 years old, I think. 17 and a half years old, I finally learned. It took that long for me to even know what that meant. No one's ever talked about seed oils to me. I've never even heard about it before. Like, I've looked at health since I was 15, 3.5 years, and I've never heard about seed oils. That is insane to me. But these seed oils have stuff that makes you obese, increases diabetes. These oils make you feel like crap. And it's not just oils, it's other stuff. People put so much bad things in food, like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all of them. There's nothing good in them. Even Subway, a thing that's healthy considered, is terrible for you. It is so bad. There is so much sugar in bread alone. It is insane. Bread is already terrible for you, but it makes it even worse since other people put so much bad stuff in it. Like, the things that food does makes you depressed because you're overeating it. And you become fat, making you unconfident, making you depressed because, I don't want to do anything now. Which leads to depression alone. But let's get into the next one. Reason 4 is sunlight deficiency. Going into the sun has so much benefits, it's crazy. I've learned so much from just looking into the sun alone. It helps your skin. It helps you think. It helps your depression. People are depressed from not having the sun. It's a real thing. It's called seasonal depression. People are depressed from not having the sun beaming down. That's insane. Does that not tell you already that it does something when you don't get any sun? I mean, sun gives you, vitamin D, right? Sun gives you vitamin D. It does all these things for you. It has all these benefits that you could look up, because I'm having a hard time remembering right now, but all these benefits from just sun alone can actually lead to happiness. Reason 5 is depression pills overdose. I've noticed, I don't think I've ever heard a story where depression pills helped. Maybe at first, at first depression pills help, yeah. Especially like anxiety pills, at first they're gonna do wonders. But you start to notice, hey, I've noticed nobody has came out of their anxiety, depression from pills. Because guess what? They start getting used to those pills, so they have to take more, grams, milligrams, whatever it is, more of that. So they're constantly getting worse and worse, and to the point the pills just do not help anymore. And you'll start realizing that when you hear stories about these medications, it does not help. You cannot just take pills the easy way out. The easy way out is not going to help you. You have to do it your own way. Reason 6 is sleep. Sleep is probably the most important thing, and for your body alone. Sleep makes you function. It helps you heal. It helps you build muscle, anything. Sleep can fix you completely. People that get more sleep look so much better. See, look at someone that stays up all night and then goes to school the next day. Or someone that that just never gets any sleep. These people look like zombies. And you know that's true. They look like zombies. Look around and you start realizing, these guys look awful. Because it's true. They look like zombies. You look good because you sleep well. You start realizing that you function in the brain better as well. You start thinking better. Because you study, like, there's stories about people studying all night, right? They get no sleep the next day and they fail an exam that they studied hours for. What does that mean to you? Sleep helps so much, and if you don't get sleep, it will lead to depression because you can't function right and you start thinking wrong. Now, the last reason is lack of exercise. People that don't exercise look terrible, and it's true, because at some point, if they don't exercise, their diet's not going to be great. Like, so they might look super skinny, they might look super fat, like out of shape completely. They look awful. And it's true. Like, you don't really need a scientist to tell you why exercise doesn't increase your happiness, because there's just so many benefits in exercising that everyone knows. So exercise when you can. I don't need to really talk about why it doesn't help with depression, because that's kind of obvious. It makes you more confident, makes you look good, makes you do something, makes you productive, makes you have a chance with a relationship, dude. Which I know some people get a relationship without it, but just know it leads to depression. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I mean, this is a long one. It says 11 and a half minutes on my recorder, so that's all I got, guys. Thank you for watching, and see ya.